$298. $298 is in the almost there. 298 is in the self-assessment personality. What would your character say their best trait would be, and why? That's nice. A little hopefully positive self-talk. While you ruminate on that, and give thanks to our lords and saviors, Dented Pocket, 2 fanspos, and Scottrick 19, 1 fanspo. Would anybody like to sum up what happened last week for a third hero point? Not a third hero card, because everybody should be getting 3 cards at the start of the session now. 18 from Bella, going once, going twice. Bella, why don't you tell us what happened last week?
All right, well, we are kind of still Endeavor in one of our fated events, where we are trying to recreate the events of Cade and Kaelin touching the Starstone and becoming a god. And it turns out it's a more nuanced adventure than we initially anticipated. We're kind of leading him through now the structure. We've been kind of gassing him up, getting him excited, keeping him drunk, and just luring him to his fate as we kind of assist him in any way that we can. Trying to think of the challenges that we faced last time. A lot of skill challenges to kind of get past the people that were there that wouldn't want him to touch the stone because they expect everyone that does so to die or horrible deaths and become spaghetti, I guess. But yeah, we're still working our way towards the Starstone. I don't think we got him there, and he hasn't touched it yet. So that's what we're doing. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Take your third hero point, your third hero card draw. Would anybody like to answer the question, what does your character consider to be their best trait, and why? If you are interested in answering this question, please roll a d20 into chat. You'll receive a d3 that you could add to any d20 roll after the fact, or, and the ability to ask the same question to a willing PC or an NPC event during your adventure. Nobody? Nobody's got anything that no positive traits? Aw. Alright, we got a 6 from Kelly. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Kelly. You're up.
Alright, I guess Kelly would say his the best trait would be his sense of honor.
Okay, I like that.
It might not always be lawful, but it will be what he feels is the best interest of everyone involved.
Why does he think that's his best trait?
Because of spending a long time seeing the corruptness of Alkenstar during his lifetime.
Yeah.
So many others compromised for money or ease. It's just easier. It was easier to just capitulate. So he came to value that trait in himself, and especially when he saw it in others as well.
Love it. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or the NPC you met during your adventure.
I'll ask Bella. Let's see what
Okay, Bella, what do you consider to be your best trait and why?
There's just a lot of beep sounds as she makes lewd gestures.
Ah. Okay. I mean, it seems to have, yeah. I mean, I've seen, yeah.
Her best quality is her intelligence and her charm. You know.
Okay.
If I give it to anything, it's honestly her charm, which has gotten us out of more deadly situations than any of her knowledge ever has. I would say.
Fair enough. The only person that has gotten their party out of deeper shit and closer calls than Bella, it's hard to say. That is hard to say. There's been a. I want to say Daniel from Curse of Strahd Daybreak.
Could see it, yeah.
Yeah. He definitely came in clutch when it came to de-escalating some very bad situations. Okay, beautiful. I will go ahead and throw these buffs into chat for you. There we go. Bloop, bloop. All right, you guys are now the owners of 4 Fanspiration points. Do you want to partake of them? Or do you think that, getting a guy to touch a rock, I mean, it can't be that bad. Once? Going twice?
I guess not.
Oh, okay. We will hold on to them in case things start to get real tough. Alright. I am having a little bit of slowdown on my end.
Yeah, it's just like something's like slowing my computer down on this page.
Oh, I have no idea. I hope it's just on this page and not.
No, yeah, like I had a YouTube tab open and was like lagging it out until I closed the Foundry page.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is I hope it's just this page and it's not like, oh, you're saying this page of this tab of your browser. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just this scene and it's not all of Foundry tonight.
There are many tokens.
There are. I keep saying I'm gonna build like a place to put all the NPCs so that you guys could visit them, but they don't take up all the room on the screen. But like, I never do.
I might have hardware pixelation turned off.
Let's see. I was just trying to like select a mini and like see what the status buffs are. I can't even get that to work. So, should be fun. Alright, let's head over to the Hidden Truths.
Now, hold on, I have a question. Why is the skull next to Bella a different color?
What? I don't even know what you mean. What skull?
In the kill count chart.
Did you notice that? Oh. Is that the question you're going to ask for the session? You get to ask one question.
I do get to ask a question every session. It's not.
Is that the question you want to ask this session?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you could ask me if that's the question you want to ask. Alright, then we'll get back to it. It'll stay a mystery for now. Alright, let's see. Where did I leave? Find notes. There we go. And then, where did I leave the music? I think, music. Where's my cool Minotaur? Did I put it in the wrong channel? Maybe. Hold on.
That's right, we're in a labyrinth, running away from the giant crystalline Minotaur. That was the skill.
Well, I mean, he caught you now, but you're almost there, I guess. So it'll be fine. Maybe. Let's see. According to this. Oof. All right. We can get rid of this. Let's see. We can get rid of that. Oh wow. We got a lot of stuff pinned here. Okay. I don't think that one's right. That's from 27 days ago. That's from 27 days ago. Did we not leave notes for ourselves last time? Damn, guys. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to know what we're doing. That's baby stuff right there. Let's see. Man, Hero Court battle was a lot. Shit, that was crazy. All right. Almost done. Okay. Faded or basketball. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Probably don't need to look at Castle Ravenloft anymore. Let's see.
Should always look at Castle Ravenloft. I mean, it's special.
No more. Let's see. Player's guide. Okay. Don't need ancient Greece anymore. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, right. We're listening to this music, but then we had to change it because you guys actually encountered the Minotaur. So let me see if I could find that.
Did we fail the skill challenge?
No,
We did.
you're still in it.
I see.
He just eventually caught up with us. Like it was intended. Like there's no way unless we perfectly did everything, he even still would have caught up with us eventually.
It was more like how long would he be caught up with you?
I gotcha.
So let's see. Then we enter the 8th round. We got to get randomized initiative. I'll roll everyone for lead. Kelly, you are going to be up first. All right. And the challenges you were facing this round are. Where do my fine notes go? Thought I moved them over. Ah, here they are. All right. Yes. Okay. Crystalline Minotaur, round 8. All right. As the Minotaur smashes through the wall, its eyes blaze with a silvery blue light, and every surface becomes a mirror. Stepping from those mirrors are exact duplicates of the Minotaur and the party, reflected onto infinity. Well, that sucks. All right. So you can use perception to keep your bearings. You could use deception to take advantage of it. You could use performance to be sort of distracting. You could use athletics to smash mirrors. You feel that failure here will result in confusion, which would be very bad, because it would mean that in round 9, you'd be busy attacking your teammates instead of helping achieve distance from the Minotaur and to the finish line. I'll go ahead and throw that up here. Oh, athletics. Okay. All right, so Kelly, of the 4 available, are any of those something that you want to try and do?
I will assist the next person.
Okay. I'm gonna use aid on Walter. Walter, what are you gonna do? Mirrors everywhere, and it's that terrible thing where there's too many mirrors, so they just sort of like reflect into each other, forever. But since every surface is a mirror, it's like, yeah, very disoriented.
I'm gonna use a perception check.
Okay. Kelly, go ahead and roll to aid.
And we'll use I'll give you the medicine shoulder rub. Get you loosened up and
That is going to be a critical success, even with a 3. The power of the power of aiding. All right, so your legendary is going to be a +4. Right? 3? +3.
I think it's +3.
+3. So add a +3 circumstance bonus to this check, Walter.
Wait, legendary? That was.
Yeah, I think we looked it up last week.
I think 3 is master. Because there's nothing for.
Oh, legendary is the best. You're right. So let me double check.
Okay.
Legendary is +4. You're right. +2, +3 if you're a master, +4 if you're legendary. So +4 circumstance bonus. Okay, so that is close to being a critical success, but it is a success, which is good. Hey, where did our little guy on the side here that told us like how far it was? Where'd that go? Anybody seen it? Our little scoreboard thing?
Not sure. But
It's still there.
Is it?
Aided 32, Guardian 28.
Oh my god, I can't see it.
Where?
Yeah.
I don't know if the character tracker is covering it or not. Bottom right.
Hold on, maybe I gotta reload. What would this? That's weird. Yeah, it's like completely gone from me. It's called progress tracker. Yeah, my progress tracker is just not showing up. All right, I'll do a full restart. Well, not a full restart, but I'll refresh my browser. If I can't see it, oh no, it loaded this time. Okay. All right. Okay, that brings you to 33 out of 28. All right. Play passes to a Jeremy Daring Muscle Wizard. I believe Jeremy will try to break mirrors. There we go. Athletics. Well, that's a critical success. Okay. Play passes to the Diamond Golem. Caden Kalian says, oh, now hold on a second. Hold on. Is anyone else seeing infinity versions of everyone else and everything else?
Yeah, I mean, nothing.
You guys find a way through. I've got this. And he starts staggering towards the mill. don't, sir.
Nope.
It seems his intention is to take the hits for you guys against the Spinosaur. Is anyone opposed to him taking the hits?
I point him right back around.
Who would
Feel
take the
like-
hits? Who
we
takes the
have a
hits
muscle
instead?
wizard. Muscle wizard that takes hits.
Oh, okay. Muscle Wizard rushes in. All right, targeting Muscle Wizard.
I don't know if they have the same capacity to take hits as Jeremy.
We'll find out. All right. Oh, damn. All right. As you guys are arguing over who's going to take the hits, you see the golem start to glow, and you see many of its mirror duplicates start to glow, and you realize that maybe the mirror duplicates are not just duplicates. It activates temporal barrage and performs a 4th dimensional strike against each of you. Each counts separately for its multiple attack penalty, but of course only after resolving all of its attacks. Okay.
Wait.
So
I thought it had the equal or surpass our point total.
oh, you're right. It doesn't get to attack until next round, right?
Yeah. Like if it starts.
Oh, yeah,
if it
because it's
starts-
behind. So it's at, it goes up
if it
to
starts its turn.
36. Oh,
Yeah, if it
you're
starts
right.
its turn equal or above us, then I think it starts hitting us. But it has to
Oh.
like essentially be past us.
Thank goodness, because each of its attacks has a death effect, so that would have been bad. All right. You see that you are surrounded by so many of these golems as they the reflections seem to take on a less reflection presence. Some of them just pulling themselves out of the surface of mirrors to join the battle. Double Walters. Oh wait, that's right. There isn't a Dromedary anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh right,
That's-
there's no
Because
muscle.
she
There's
inhaled
two,
the poly
there's
gas.
there's two Walters.
Yeah, my bad. So let me take away those two successes. Hold on. All right. Well, you know, this Walter, he's good at stuff too. He will also try to smash, because deep down there's still a Jericho. At the end of the day. Fucking
all that
A. All right, play past this to Bella. You see in the Walter the Jericho you once knew.
She liked that Jeremy daring. Anyways, so are we still on the same challenge? This is
It is the same challenge. Yep. Perception,
so-
deception, performance, or athletics.
I have performance, but this is a house full of mirrors essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I argue for a weapon attack because bombs would have a destructive effect on mirrors?
Yeah, that would be fine.
I'm just gonna use this one because it's at hand. Oof, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. You are trying to hit a 36 here with your bomb. In substitution for an athletics check.
Do it.
That is going to be a success. Goes to 36. Alright, mirrors smashing, passages being revealed, those passages immediately being coated by the silvery liquid and turning into a mirror-like finish. Play passes to Caden. Caden says, listen, we've come far. Maybe. No. This isn't where it ends. This isn't where it ends at all. And he takes out his crotch flask, which is stored in his pants, and he pops the cork and he just starts guzzling it. And he gasps for air and says, "Now, this night, it's only just beginning." Barely succeeds. As is his way. Play passes to stack the deck.
Alright, Stack's gonna do a deception check. I think.
Okay. A little bamboozling.
He's gonna try and bamboozle.
That is going to be a success. You juke left, which is actually right in Mirrorland, sending some of the reflections spiraling out of sync. The Minotaur's eyes flicker. It looks everywhere, but nowhere. Confused, but determined. The remaining mirrors shatter, as does the floor. You guys begin to plummet downwards. It is a vertical drop. The checks here are athletics, acrobatics, survival, or reflex save. This is basically you're realizing that the floor was destroyed, but yet at the same time the maze was simply turned sideways. I will figure out where everybody's stuff is. You understand that failure here could be extremely painful, possibly resulting in broken bodies. All right. So this is for vertical drop.
Snap leaves.
You do have snap leaves. You do have snap leaves. At that point, you would be doing like the video game, like slow drift, trying to avoid, like spikes and like basically like a Mega Man level Mario 2, kind of Mario 2 vibes, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Lol. Dang. Alright. As Caden is falling, he will use acrobatics to try and grab ledges and pop the clown. Alright. He does some stuff that a drunk person should not be able to do. And as he does, he calls out, "Wait! Look there! Do you see it?" And as he points, you guys see a door approaching from below you. And when he says, "Do you see it?" you feel that is the door you needed. But the question is, do you guys take it, or do you keep looking?
I mean,
Go with your gut.
I don't want to stick around with this Minotaur anymore.
All right, you guys follow Caden falling through the doorway and ending the chase. Because you got to 40 points.
Yeah.
All right. Could have gotten there sooner if you guys had crit more. I'm just saying. All right.
Look, you know how these dice work.
As you go through, the Minotaur watches you guys go. A little sad. He really wanted to smash. He really wanted to show you guys his cool abilities, like shorten timeline, time prison, whatever. It's fine. As you guys pass through the door, you immediately smell the stench of death. You see that there is a barrier that encompasses floor to ceiling, and all around you, composed of living, tormented flesh. Let me get some horrible music. The voices cry out in innumerable languages, in accents spanning back to the original placements of the Starstone, and you can't help but wonder if this is what's left of those who have tried and failed to touch the Starstone. Okay. So this barrier of flesh is both a haunt and an influence. So, how we will handle it is I will roll you guys into initiative with it. On its turn, it will do its haunt stuff, but it can be defeated in the same way that you would defeat a haunt, but also in the same way that you would make a friend. Actually, here, I'll use the PF2E helper bot as your...
So we beat it over the head. Gotcha.
What about Parsis? I feel like he could have done something with this.
Arceus would have been overjoyed to see such a sight. All right, up first is the real Walter. Walter, you understand that this horror before you is likely blocking the way forward, or you guys chose the wrong door and it's just flesh horror for fun. You also get the sense that the flesh is capable of very slow, deliberate movement, and that the wall is ever so slowly getting closer to you and your allies.
So it's the demon wall from every Final Fantasy game ever. Okay.
Yeah. You can also feel the blood in your body being pulled towards the wall through your own flesh and bone.
Don't
Pull.
do that shit.
Lovely. Is this like regular initiative or like the skill check?
It's still a skill check, essentially. Because the wall is all around you and kind of slowly closing in on you, there's really no need for a map. You can, fight it because you can
Well,
technically...
I guess my question was, do I have my reactions? Like, could I do recall knowledge and then do something?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then-
you have your full normal action economy for this. This isn't a chase scene.
Okay. Well, I will just target the wall and it's even worse when it's blown up. Target the wall and I'll do hunt prey on it. So that will give me a recall knowledge. I don't really have anything to target, but yeah, there it is.
Okay. Yes. You may add, you believe that this is in fact, some, but not all, of the physical remains of those who have died from the hubris of attempting godhood. Their flesh is used to frighten off, or destroy those who seek to share their fate. You may ask me any question you'd like about it.
Does it have any special features or abilities? I guess abilities.
Yes. It has an ability called Flesh Siphon. At the end of every round, so that's why I didn't roll initiative. At the end of every round, everyone must attempt fortitude saves. On a critical success, nothing happens to you. On a success, you lose a lot of health. On a failure, you lose the health and are drained 1. And on a critical failure, you lose the health, are drained 1, and enfeebled 1. These can stack. It has something else called Escalation Judgment Strain. If you have not done a good job by the end of round 3 of defeating this obstacle, the DC against its Flesh Siphon increases by 2, and the penalties are doubled. And if you have not successfully defeated this creature by the end of round 8, God forbid, everyone dies. Yep.
Don't like that.
You also know that the creature is resistant to those who disrespect the dead, claims of entitlement, or false bravado. Bravado.
All that sounds horrible. All that sounds a little frightening, to be honest. So Walter's going to bend he's gonna spend an action to touch his dog tags.
Okay.
And he's going to activate Strength and Resolve from the dog tags, which are just a reflavored amulet of Kinship Strength, which allows him to cast Strength of Mind on 3 willing targets. So he's going to target Caden, himself, and Bella.
Okay.
Thank you, Walter.
I may have some tag.
Okay, so you can drag spell effect Strength of Mind onto themselves?
Yep.
Okay.
So +1 status bonus to saving throws against mental effects and effects that attempt to hinder your movement, including those that reduce speed, like grab, immobilize, restrained. Bonuses become +2 if the source of the effect has a fear tag. This looks frightening as fuck, so I'm assuming some of it may be fearful. I don't know. I'm just trying some shit. And then the last action, he's just going to aid the next person in initiative, which looks to be Doppelganger Jerry Walter.
Okay. Alright. Jeremy, Walter, looks around, looks at themselves and says, "Why am I still Walter?"
That's a good question. Maybe we figure that out after we deal with this wall.
I mean, who wouldn't sniff magical spores?
I got none.
I know a certain doctor who makes a habit of it.
I'm gonna aid Bella with whatever she tries to do, and then I'm gonna shoot it. Why do I want to shoot things? I don't have a gun. Punch it? Maybe? Can I pass? Can I pass turn? I'm gonna pass turn. You know what? I'm just gonna pass turn. I'll figure it out. Kelly, to you.
All right. Kelly is going to try, in his calmest voice, turn his attention to the walls and say, "Your sacrifices will not be forgotten. We heed your warnings and will be mindful of them. Under diplomacy."
I am aiding you because I said I was going to aid the next person who did something, and the person who was next is passed. So I guess you're the next person who's doing something.
All right, how are you assisting them?
Well, since this whole arc seems to be about, the destiny of someone becoming a god, I am going to attempt to do a fortune telling for. If that is possible.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You check your gut to see if fate is on your side here. Oh, nice. Okay. So +4 circumstance bonus to this check. And would you say that you're making a religion check right now?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy check. Okay. And what are you doing?
I thought
with
you
this
said to make a
diplomacy?
friend. Like you could
Yeah. Okay. You're all right. You're acknowledging their sacrifice.
acknowledging their sacrifice and heeding their warning.
Okay. Since you are, I shit you not, acknowledging their sacrifice, the DC is reduced by an additional 2.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. So it's gonna be a DC of 32. Wow. Okay, that is a critical success. Let me delete these guys.
I hope it was a 28 to plus 28 to the roll +4. I can talk to people.
Wall of flesh. Alright. Very nice. Many of the faces close their eyes, their mouths also closing in serenity. Some continue to wail and gnash their teeth. Others, frustrated and disbelieving of your words, turn on each other, tearing bites of flesh from each other, swallowing it and growing it anew. Alright, you have 1 action left because there's 2 actions to try to interact with the wall. So you have 1 action left. You could pay it forward and try to aid somebody else, or you could do something else with your 3rd action.
I thought aid required 2.
No, aid is the exception to the rule. Yep, aid is 1, but it still takes your reaction. Readying an action is 2 for 1.
Ah, okay. I will aid the next person.
Alright, the next person. Stack the deck.
Alright, let's see what to do here. I guess, we gotta be sincere to this Michelle Wall. Can I send the wall away to a Yeah, I'd like to also try to diplomatize the wall.
Oh, okay. Alright. What is the angle you're taking? What are you going for?
He's going for, he's like, sincere of like, Mr. Wall, I'm sure that, there's a lot of bad things that have gone through here. But, we want to make sure that we're going to take care of everything for you. We're not trying to do you no harm or disrespect the other people that have been through here. And it just, someone tries to,
Alright, 36 is going to be a success. The wall listens to your words. Your placations do seem to be having a positive effect on it.
Alright, now I will aid the next person.
Okay, that will be Caden Kalian. Caden Galeon looks on at the wall in horror and says, this is the fate that awaits us, friends. If we aren't worthy, if we touch the stone, this is all there is. To live forever in anguish.
But you'll never be lonely.
He lets out a nervous guffaw at your joke. And he says, you there, all of you. I'm Caden Galeon. I'm a no one, a nobody. I'm a lucky drunk and a luckless lover. I'm a man who is chasing after something I've never been able to define. But tonight I thought that maybe I could find something more. I will press on. And should I be forced to join you? And he kind of tips his flask, spilling a little bit out. I'll bring the beer. And he takes a sip, and he will try to do a performance check. The performance is not being terrified beyond all belief. He misses it by 1. Okay.
Gonna give him my +1.
Unfortunately.
Well, did Zach say he was assisting?
Oh wait, Zach's assisting. You're right.
Oh!
All right, what's the assist roll? Wait, how are you assisting?
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna give him like a little pep talk, like, hey, like a guy around the shoulder, like, hey, so like hype him up a bit.
Okay. All right. Let's see that diplomacy check. All right, so he starts to falter, and then you're gonna jump in there. All right, that is a +2 bonus because expert. So that puts it at a 37, which is a success. He bolstered by your words, he starts to sing an old Galarian drinking song. And you see that the words, long unheard by these tormented beings, provide some measure of comfort and remembrance. He will spend his third action bolstering Bella with the same performance. Bella, you have a +3 circumstance bonus.
Okay. I'm gonna start with this. Roll 2 recall knowledges, take the higher.
Okay. You agree with Walter that this is a construct using the remains of those who attempted to touch the Starstone and failed. But what this also means, more disturbingly, is that whoever these people were going to be is irrelevant. When they attempted to touch the stone, to change their fate, to ascend to godhood, to leave their mortal destinies behind, they forfeit their place in time and space and the universe. There was no heaven or hell waiting for these individuals, and it is likely that they have faded from the memory of any who once knew them, as they were slowly but surely erased.
He is
All
not
that
going to tell
remains-
Caden that.
All that remains is their flesh, their lingering souls, and and allegedly their bones piled high around the Starstone. Each its own mourning against the folly of this trial. You may ask any one question.
What skill check's gonna get me the lowest DC?
The lowest DCs for this creature are religion and diplomacy. Since you rolled so well, the diplomacy bonuses are secret bonus has already been activated. Acknowledge the sacrifice. The religion one is speak of faith and purpose. That will lower the DC down to a 32. Performance, it can be lowered from a 36 to a 34 once if you invoke the legacy of those who failed. You can also intimidate the wall with a 36, and that can be lowered by asserting your divine will and destiny upon it. And then there is the hardest one is deception. Yeah. Also, let's see. You know that the wall respects sacrifice and despises arrogance. And then you already learned that it is resistant to false bravado, claims of entitlement, and disrespect of the dead. But its weaknesses are acknowledgement of their names, which would be almost impossible because they've been forgotten to time and space. Offer to carry their memory forward. Again, pretty difficult. And then expression of the one doing the trials doubts. So basically humility.
Yeah. So I think what she would try to do, I can't get the diplomacy bonus again. You're saying.
Also, if you were desperate, you could try to placate the wall by giving it your flesh.
No, thank you. I can't
result in automatic successes.
Oh dear. But like the diplomacy bonus was already activated, so we can't reuse it. Is that what you're saying? Like
Yeah. Once the triggers happen once, yeah.
Can't be also like, oh, and I'm also very sorry for your plight. Okay.
You could say, you could also acknowledge their sacrifice, but it won't reduce the DC a second time. Yep.
So what I think I want to do is I want to do a performance, and I'm going to basically play a song that commemorates them, and like the sacrifice of this, sacred trial.
Okay.
And,
You want to do like a duet with Caden Kalian?
Yeah, absolutely. And then, and that kind of creates something that could carry on their story and their legacy.
Okay, nice. Okay.
It's gonna be good.
In that case, offering to carry on the story can be triggered once. So if you're successful here,
I think I will.
Yeah, which you are, you will get an additional point.
Plus, he also aided me. Is that correct?
Correct. So you have a +3. So you have 44, and then you lowered the DC of the performance to a 34 by invoking the legacy of those who died. So in total, you just got 3 influence points.
Fuck yeah!
All right.
That's my turn, I guess.
Yes. As you pass the 4 mark, the wall stops moving, the mouths stop gnashing, and it stops consuming itself as it listens and watches. All right. You have 1 action left.
I will aid the next person they need it.
All right, the next person is Walter Darling. Walter Darling looks around and says, all right. I can do this now. You think I could just you said I could give it pieces of flesh? I mean, this ain't even my body, so...
I do not love that idea.
I think if it didn't view it as your body, the act would seem insincere.
I don't have any of these skills. Okay, I'm gonna talk fancy religion to it. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm going to aid.
You tried your best. The gods are jerks. Alright, let's see that aid. I mean, it already succeeded, but, you can roll if you want.
That's not going to make a difference.
Everyone at Cure agrees. The gods are jerks.
Yeah, they are.
You enter the next round. Walter, you already feel like you are ahead of the curve. You have more than 6 points, and it's not even, it's just now round 2, so you're doing pretty good. Oh, wait, sorry. As the round ended, the creature still has its passive effect of siphoning flesh. I need a DC 36 Fortitude save from everyone.
Fortitude.
Yep. If anyone critically fails, I'll need a second save from everyone, which is a will save against fear. But it's only a DC 36, so it should be fine. Oh, Stack, nothing happens to you. Kelly, success. Bella, success. Walter re-rolling. Okay.
Walter, no.
It's a fail, but not crit fail.
Okay. And then, Jericho Walters. There we go. Okay. All right. The damage. Ah, right. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this damage is of no particular type. It is just untyped damage. So 32 on a success, by the way. Critical success, only way to avoid the damage. If you fail, you take 32 and are also drained 1.
Could you apply damage for me?
I can, yep. There you go. Let's see. There we go. Now the real shit of it is whenever you get drained, you also lose more of your hit points. All right. So round 2, Walter. I'll give you your trained here. Bloop. There you go.
Dang.
while you're, trying to make sense of it, the voices begin to pick back up, saying things like, "We believed we were worthy. We thought we were chosen. What makes you any different? What would you give? What could you give that we could not?"
Very lucky.
Right.
I think in response to that, I guess Walter's gonna try and listen to his instincts, his gut feeling about how. I mean, we've been told that we're chosen to do stuff about fate. Maybe this is one of these things. I'd like another fortune telling.
Okay.
Do we lose points or just not getting?
You just don't get anything, but if you don't hit a certain amount by a certain point, remember, if you don't have enough by round 8,
Right.
like everybody dies, and then
Right.
yeah. But if you're taking 10d6 untyped damage per round on a success, and then you get drained and others, it starts to get pretty bad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe keep some, at least one of my hero points for a reroll on those things. All right. Well, that was my attempt.
Okay.
I will use the last action to aid the next person who's doing something.
Hey, Kelly, are you doing something?
I will attempt. I think diplomacy is better than religion for me.
Okay.
So I will attempt diplomacy and explain the gods who set up this trial were fickle and intentions were not clear. It seems as much a luck of the draw as it does fate as to who succeeds and who does not. All we can do is try our best and honor you for trying.
Okay. Give me that DC 34 diplomacy check. Walter, are you helping out with fortune telling again?
Oh man, this is stupid. And how Kelly was kind of phrasing that, I'd like to aim at a legal check.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
It's not particularly high, but it sounded appropriate. I don't know why.
All right, you have a +1 bonus. Circumstance bonus, Kelly.
Alright.
I probably should have used the one that was legendary, but I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta go with the vibes. Okay. 43. Does that include your +1 circumstance bonus though? Oh,
It
or
does,
is
because
pursue a lead is a +2? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Then that is a success. As you get that success, you see the wall start to sort of like back away from you guys slowly instead of approaching you. And you do see that any sort of hostility is gone. However, you can still feel that siphoning effect of the wall absorbing you is still in play. You feel like you're very close.
For the next person.
Okay. Stack to you.
Yeah, like much along the same lines, Stack is saying, like, yeah, I think, luck is a very fickle and unfortunate thing. I should know. Like, I'm a wild magic mage, and I don't even know if I touched that thing. And I don't know if I'm being worthy or about it's being your time. But yeah, I think someone's got to win, right? So I mean, hey, it's no harm in letting him try.
Okay. They feel like that was humble enough that the bravado at the end balances down. What kind of skill check is it? Diplomacy?
Yeah.
All right, Kelly, how are you assisting?
We'll assist with a religion check. Or, no, we'll assist with an occultism check. This thing is pretty spoopy.
Okay, nice. That is a +2 circumstance bonus stack. Let's see the check.
+2 circumstance bonus. 2 and amazing.
Hot dog. All right. Okay, there is a stillness to the wall now. It is calm, serene, yet there is no way forward. You have one action left.
Let's pay it forward and aid the next person.
All right. Caden continues his drinking song. Duet with Bella. Singing of brighter days, warmer fires, softer women, etc., etc. Trying to bring some comfort to these poor, damned individuals. So he will attempt performance. How are you assisting with this?
He sings with them. Well, my performance
Okay.
actually really bad, but
I mean, it's fine if you want to do a sing with them. It's only a DC 15 to assist.
okay, all right. I can't haggle for diplomacy to sing with them.
Well, you could do diplomacy just to kind of but then you would be less singing. You'd be like the guy in the '90s rap videos. It's like, yeah.
All the ad libs, yeah.
Yeah. This guy.
I can go.
Yeah. You'd be the hype man. Okay, yeah, you hyping him up. All right. So he's gonna have a +2 to this. Here we go. All right. And with that 12th point of influence, most of the eyes open, the mouths all whisper, thank you for your mercy. And then one of them, its mouth begins to open and stretch impossibly wide, and you see the inside of its mouth and throat are lined with grasping hands. And you see the way forward.
Bella, who's hiding behind the group and taping together a Pyro Knight charge to a bottled sunlight, just like it's like, oh good, yeah, that's much better.
Man, you guys proceed.
Yeah.
Alright, as you walk through the passage of flesh, the many grasping hands and hungry mouths nip, pinch, and pull at you as you make your way through the impenetrable and possibly magical darkness. As this happens, each of you finds yourself tested in their own way. You have the greatest doubt that you currently carry with you, dragged up from the recesses of your heart, your mind, your soul, and laid bare, not for the others, but for you. The shock of it is staggering, and should you waver here, these grasping arms would surely pull you into their embrace, along with those doubts, and you would be lost. You do not have to defeat these doubts, but you do have to look upon them. So, who does so first?
Well, I'll go ahead and do it then.
Okay, I mean, I said I was going to go first, but...
How about you, and you're more welcome to.
all right. I know I'll do it again.
Now,
Alright.
this could be something that you deal with quietly and privately, and everyone's just hearing meta-wise, or it could be something that you face, and if you decide to face it here, then you would kind of speak it out loud.
So
Whether you choose to acknowledge it or acknowledge it and face it is up to you, and will just have effects later on in the campaign.
So just to be clear, is I'm acknowledging a
It's not a fear. It is the heaviest doubt that you currently carry with you. The biggest doubt, the thing that you have the most doubt.
thing he has the most doubt about. All right. Yeah. No. See, he goes in and it's like I'll face it. Oh, all right. I don't think I'm real.
Fuck. Do you acknowledge that quietly to yourself, or do you?
He says it out loud.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's like I was an awakening. I was a familiar cat that was brought to life as a construct of fake memories. I didn't know that, but I have to deal with it, and I mean, it makes me doubt that I'm real, that I matter, or would you feel bad if cat just died one day? That happens millions of times a year. Yeah.
You guys hear this from Stack, and he seems to disappear into the dark.
Oh, okay.
The hands letting go of him. Bella, you see that Jeremy Walters, his eyes are shifty, and the body language is unmistakably a Jeremy Jericho kind of thing. They're looking for an escape. They're looking for a way out.
Yeah, I think that Bella would look to them if she can't reach them to rest her hand on them reassuringly. She'd be like, I don't think we should fight it.
Well, I don't have any doubts. So it's just another thing here that I can't do. Like everything that we do. I can't be the only Jericho that feels this way. The only Jeremy that feels this way.
dig into that.
You guys all have a reason for being here. But our reason... there is none. We're not important to fate. We're not a part of this. We're just dragged along for the ride. We don't even know why. And every time we try to do something, it seems like it's the wrong thing to do. I feel like fate made a mistake. There's no need for Jericho's. I'm taking up when you say that they kind of look at you and they look away, and without realizing it, they have faced their greatest doubt. And the hands release them.
Belle will now take the time to look inward as she's reflecting on this, thinking to herself that we've only made it this far because of the people that fate has chosen to take up this cause. Every person has played an important role. But I think that is kind of hitting her in a way. She has been struggling with the predeterminality of her fate as of late. Recognizing that we were chosen for this. Recognizing that our wills, that our fates were almost never our own, and she feels like she's been working for so long for something, but she's also recognizing that the future that she wanted, that she had done all of this for, Pyronite, the rebuilding of the deck, it's not really a realistic or, a tangible future with her family like she imagined it. And now she doesn't even know if she wants it, because she's come to know that her parents, or at least her father, kind of just the worst. Kind of fucking awful. She doesn't know how to keep moving forward knowing that there isn't this thing at the end that she expected.
Voice those concerns aloud or privately?
Yeah, aloud.
Okay. Yeah, you feel the grip of fleshy hands and soft teeth release.
So at least me, huh?
Oh, you or Walter. It's a little confusing, yeah. Because two Walters now.
Alright, I guess, Kelly is... he'll face whatever harsh truth he's got going on. I guess at this juncture, he's just questioning his own value. He tries to do good. He thought he was doing good in Alkenstar. He was making good progress. And on this larger stage, he's such a small speck in a larger picture. And he still doesn't know where he fits. And now that he doesn't have his divinity anymore, of his own choice, but no longer having his divinity, he wonders if he has any real value anymore. He hopes so, but still, it's kind of, as much as he's hated that celestial side of him for a long time, without being free of it would feel like a burden being released, but now he just feels kind of empty without it.
Do you voice these doubts out loud or quietly to yourself?
I think he's going to keep it to himself, actually. He'll acknowledge them. But not say them out loud.
Walter watches the hands and teeth release Kelly, and he drifts further down the passage. It's you and Caden now.
As he watches the rest of his companions kind of getting swallowed by the darkness one by one. He kind of looks at Caden. And he's having these thoughts more in his head than anything. As he's looking at this man, but it's kind of funny because it's pretty much a mixture of what everyone else has been kind of saying already. He's wondering of what's his, purpose here. I mean, yeah, the card shows him when he was trying to track down, some crazy ass fucking scientist in the creative quartz, but aside from that, he's just a guy. A guy that's trying to do something in this world. Thought maybe he could help a little girl reunite with her family. And now he's fucking hopping through one universe to another trying to fix a timeline, and he doesn't even know how the fuck to do any of this. He just feels so out of his element all the time. And then he looks at Caden, this drunk of a man, but who has a destiny already laid out for him. And Walter's just wondering, what the fuck is my destiny in all this? That part he says out loud. The fuck is my purpose?
Despite some of you being further along the passage, you hear Walter's doubts as he speaks them out loud. You feel the hands release you. Passage is open. Caden grabs your arm as you go to pass him. He says, you're not the only one. Who feels that way. My whole life I've chased meaning and purpose I just feel like has to be a way for me to do some kind of good in this world, you know? I just don't know how. I just need the world to be better than it is. But I'm just a lucky drunk who never seems to do anything right. Tonight, I took you up on this fool's errand. Because I could have thought it'd be nice to touch the stone and not have to worry anymore about all those doubts.
Walter will kind of give him a weak smile. I mean, when you put it like that, I get your drift.
Now I kind of wish we just drunk poison, because this has been fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of has.
I think we're at the end now, though. So soon.
Turn back, though.
Soon I get to put all these doubts to rest. He gives you a smile, and it's so full of pain and defeat, but also just a tired smile from a tired man. He offers you a drink from his backup boot flask.
Walter will take a swig. Hand it back to him.
He drains the rest of it, shakes it sadly, hands it to one of the grabby hands. It takes it and releases him. He too walks into the dark. As you guys exit the darkness, you find yourselves facing the Starstone. There is a pedestal. It levitates above it, a strange alien crystal. And piled around it, hundreds, maybe 1,000 or more skeletal remains. In death, they still reach for what they could never attain.
As we stand there kind of silently transfixed on this thing, Bella reach in her jacket using, what is it, her alchemist abilities to produce alcohol, which is an alchemical Pathfinder item.
True, true.
And she hands it over to Kaylin and says, "Have a one more for the road."
Now, that's awfully nice of you. Tell you what, if this works, you'll never be without a drink for the rest of your days. All of you. That'll be my first act as God. To keep your cups full forever.
All right, well, I'll be praying to you.
Imagine that.
Maybe you'll be the only god I don't dislike.
Or I'll be another fine skeleton on this mound. Another brick. That wall. You've come too far to turn back now. He looks around, kind of raises an eyebrow. Unless there's someone that wants to go first. And he kind of gives you guys a nervous smile.
I'm the luckiest guy I know. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could be convinced. Then he's savings on the side.
Bella scowled at him.
Jeremy Walters. He looks over at you, Stack. He looks at the stone. He looks at everybody here. His eyes kind of settle on Bella. He quickly looks away.
Gives him the pleading look that says, "Please don't."
Well, all right. I guess this is gonna be it. It has been quite a night and quite an adventure.
Definitely has. Godspeed.
What happens if since it's still all used up, or like?
As far as I know, it's still here after the last two people that touched it. All right. Here I go.
Yeah, you get on up there. You get on.
All right. He stumbles over the bones. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, sir. Puts this guy's head back on.
Accidentally
Alright.
puts a foot through a chest cavity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shakes his boot. Skeleton's still attached to him. He shrugs. All right, here we go. And one, and two, and as he touches it, there's a brilliant light,
Oh, goddamn!
and he fucking disappears.
Does that mean it worked?
Did it work?
I think so.
Did it?
And he's
is
not a
that all you gotta-
skeleton.
Is all you gotta do?
Goop.
Do I have like a flask on me? I pull out the flask. Previously, maybe wasn't full of wine. It might be like full of
Oh.
water.
Okay, yeah.
Takes a
It is-
drink from it.
It is full.
Oh,
Oh, hot damn.
man, he made it look so goddamn easy.
All right. This may be
Sorry.
crazy, but I want to take an investigate on this stone, but I'm not touching it, but just good hard look at it.
Right? Oh yeah, give me a recall knowledge.
Casting the spell.
Where the heck did it go? There it is.
Bella.
Yes, Stack. Stack, what are you thinking?
Kelly and Bella, it is for real, the Starstone.
All right.
Yeah.
So
It
Bella,
is from outer space. It is from beyond the understanding of mortal and god alike, and it
Oh
is
no,
full of potential.
I'm seeing if there's maybe a crack in it or something. I'd be able to take a chunk of this thing off there. The good swing.
Oh, it
I don't need the
looks
full
like
power, but that sliver of possibility could be something great.
it looks like a bismuth, right? Is that the name of the
bismuth.
crystal?
Yeah.
A bismuth crystal of unusual size and perfection, which is to say irregularity. But it doesn't. I mean, it is stone, but with your recall knowledge check, you know that any interaction with it at all would have tremendous impact. Which is to say, it could just be the last thing you ever do.
All right.
Yeah.
So even if you weren't directly touching it with your hands, anything that is in contact with it
Yeah.
would trigger its thing.
Not 10-foot pole sort of situation.
Or I mean, you know, no one's ever tried. Question mark.
I look
Who wants to
around.
be the
Is there a
first?
10-foot pole on the ground?
I mean, there's bones.
I'm looking to see if there's somebody dropped a mace or a warhammer around here.
Yeah. This skeleton. He walks up. He's an animated skeleton, and he says, "Oh, hi. Yeah. You guys all done here? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Right.
feel like there's supposed to be a portal coming to pick us up.
Oh, yeah. It's actually it's over here. See this
Ooh.
little, it's through this passageway off to the side here. This little side chamber.
Thank you.
It's, it's full of skeletons, but don't worry.
So, like, what do you do here?
Who are you, by the way?
Who am I? I don't even remember. My job is to make the pile up the bodies, make them look cool. You see that? Look at the artistry on that one.
You're doing such a good job. I love the way they reach at the rock. That's a really
Yeah,
nice touch.
that's obviously not what it was actually looking like when they, when it happened. I've been trying my best to make it look pretty cool in here,
You did
It would
great.
it would just look like a ball pit, if I wasn't here to curate it.
I'm gonna leave this guy 5
oh,
stars.
Are you posed like that? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, this is all my work. Yeah, I dust it too. You notice there's not really a lot of dust here. Those cobwebs are actually, I put those in myself.
Oh, that's excellent craftsmanship. We could actually use someone with
Thanks.
your design sense in the hero.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been put here by the gods. I don't remember why or what I did, but that's what I'm stuck doing.
Oh.
Yeah, eternal custodian to the Starstone. Yeah.
I mean, it's a mighty nice stone. Don't get me wrong.
I thought maybe I was like the first person to try to touch it, and maybe that's why I get to be the custodian. I'm not sure. Anyways, there's a portal in here. It's probably for you guys since you're not touching the stone, right?
It looks gold.
Yeah. It's
What if I delay consequence on touching the stone? I just touch it a bunch of times.
No.
You could only delay consequences like 6 seconds, though.
Yeah, you know how many times you can touch something in 6 seconds? Oh,
But you delay it. It still happens. Are you hoping that you turn into a god before the consequences come for you?
yes.
Oh. Wouldn't the consequences still come for you even if you had become a god?
I mean, I don't know. I don't like the rules. I don't.
But
Do
maybe
you
you do
feel-
if you're a god.
Out of character question, do you feel that 3 or 4 additional rolls of a D100,000 would make the difference? Like, is that... Is that what you... Because it's always 1 in 100,000 no matter how many times you roll the dice. It doesn't get lower the more you roll it.
The long sack looks like a long the impossible odds. Oh.
Bella thoroughly explains this concept to Stack in the same way that you just did. She also uses analyze target on the skeleton guy and tries to recall knowledge to see if she knows if he is the original person to try to touch stone, like if there is lore about this guy.
Mm.
You made it look so easy.
Yeah, go. Let's see.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious about this.
And I get a +4, I think, to my roll, at least +2.
Oh, it's getting circumstance bonus.
You don't even have to do a check because you know historically the first person to ever touch the Starstone was Aradin, who did immediately turn into a god.
Okay.
It didn't go well as a god. He did some good stuff, but you know, like he got killed and stuff as a god. He was a stand-up guy. He fought his ass off. So yeah, this guy cannot be the first, unless this is Aradin himself. You know what I'm saying? This can't be him.
Seems unlikely. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, you guys head through the portal.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. He says, you know, by the time people get here, they don't really chicken out. I got a lot of respect for you, though. Not touching it, even though you went through all the trials. That's weird. But
Look,
you know,
we got a whole other situation.
Also, you're not supposed to be in a group. It's usually just one at a time.
Well, so you're saying even if we touched it and it worked, it wouldn't work?
Well, I'm just saying that there's never been like, I mean, groups of people enter, but then everyone receives their own trial. It doesn't make sense for you to all be here together.
It's a complicated fate mystery sort of thing.
Oh.
Wait, does that mean we all touch the stone at the same time?
No.
Well, I think that's too late because your buddy already touched it.
So is it like on a cooldown or?
No, I don't know.
Is it like an electric?
My job is to arrange the bones. I mean, you're welcome to touch it. I'll make your bones look cool. How do you want your bones to look? Maybe pose how you want your bones to look. I'll commit it to memory.
This pose, I do like this pose. I'm just. He looks at it longingly with like big cat eyes, like you know, when the cats stare at the Christmas tree for too long.
Yeah, you feel Thorn's very firm grip on your shoulder, and he says, "Yeah, we've got a portal to go through, right?"
Oh.
Right.
But, I mean, how hot would it be if I was a god, though?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not. Probably not hot. No, probably not. Probably be an asshole. Yeah. I mean, do you know any gods that aren't assholes?
I mean, no. But I mean, maybe if they started out assholes, maybe becoming a god didn't make them that way.
Marcus shakes his head. He said, "All of our legally distinct gods in Rome were assholes. We even had one like that Caden fella. He was a real asshole. Not Caden, but our god of drinking."
Oh. Man, you only have one chance to become a god, and it's gonna kill you. What if we took it? What if we like brought it with us somehow?
We still have to touch it.
You put a rope around it like a lasso.
You would be touching the rope that's touching it.
See, I don't think it is movable. I think they built the temple around it. Yeah.
Oh, like it's a part of the temple. Okay.
And
just
I'm ready to
hair
report
here.
There's only one way to find out.
Are you gonna try to lasso it? So you're.
Well, I mean,
No,
if
that's
it's
Lex saying that shit. That's not Walter.
Okay. Should I put on some music? I deliberately didn't play the music because this adventure arc is over. But I'll put on some like lobby music, I guess, if you want some music. Then.
it's fine. I'm just playing. But
Before Walter leaves through the portal, he'll at least look back in the room to see if he can't see that elf lady from before.
Oh yeah, no, she's not around.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Okay.
She was very skeptical.
Hey, janitor skeleton.
I prefer
What's your name?
curator. I prefer curator.
Curator. Yeah, there's like a ton of dead heroes in here. Any of them have magical loot that maybe is rounded up for grabs?
No, that's how they funded building this dungeon.
Smart. That makes sense.
Yeah. I take any loot and I put it in that little dumbwaiter over there.
Damn, that's a really good system.
Yeah.
Alright, dumbwaiter mission. We all go up, loot their treasure room.
I was gonna say, where's that lead to? Is it like
It's,
a
I
chamber?
assume it goes up to the cathedral proper.
Let's mess up the past by taking away magic items that future adventurers need.
Man, this is a racket.
The portal flashes. You hear Jack's voice on the other side. He says, "Damn, maybe they didn't make it. They're usually pretty eager to come through these things."
He's like,
No,
shit,
we're coming. We're coming.
no,
You hear
guys.
Grob say, "Oh no, really? Is this it? This one? Did they all touch the stone? Jack, tell me. Jack, did they all touch the stone?" Jack says, "I honestly don't know at this point. I don't know. We'll keep it open. Look, we'll keep it open a couple hours, and we'll see. You know what happens. Hopefully, nothing comes through that isn't supposed to."
Walter will walk through.
Okay. You hear Grob shout, "Oh, thank you! At least one of you made it! Oh!" And he just starts hugging you.
Stack, how
That
badly do you want this? How, like, what, you really want this back in the Hero Court? What are you gonna do with it when it's there?
I don't know. Maybe study it. I don't know. It's not
Throw it
that
at
I
our
want to
enemy.
be a god. It's the odds of it. It's
We throw
Can't
it
you
at our
just-
enemies, and if they touch it, they'll either become gods or die.
Oh, that's great.
You make bullets out of the star sound. You just shoot them at people. It's a what 1 in 100,000 chance that they don't instantly die. But if they don't, they become a god, and you're pretty screwed.
Either way, now they're gonna answer to higher powers once they become a god. So you know, there are other things to deal with.
I have one proposition, because I love your adventurous spirit, Stack. I don't want to hamper it. Here's my proposition. Is there any way we could use our magics to manipulate the portal to move it to encompass the stone? And try to pull it into the Hero Court?
I mean, you could try. You want? Yeah. I mean, technically, you guys can make a portal to the Hero Court on your own. You don't need Jack to make it.
Oh.
Remember, you guys all have that ability now.
We do. So,
Yeah, in your
like,
player's guide.
Stack, if we, like, made portals, like, around it. This is the worst idea I've ever had. I'm just putting it out there. But
Do you attempt it?
I don't think we should do this. I think to even attempt this would be to touch the stone and that we would die.
I mean, even if you did succeed, then in the Hero Court, what do we do with it? Someone would still have to touch it at some point.
So Walter, you go through, and Henry the Unstoppable goes through. And I think to avoid the temptations present, Jeremy Walters is going to go through.
Sorry, I was not gonna touch it.
Felice and Cessa is going to go through.
Okay. All right. But
Still
actually,
mean it's gonna go through.
theoretically, let's say I did touch it and I became. Then what? Then what? Are we just get to go home? What does gods even do these days? Let's just walk into the.
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you this, Stack. The gods, Pharasma has given us a free pass to die as much as we want to complete this mission that she, for some reason, can't seem to participate in. So, I don't know what being a god does for you if you can't intervene to save fate.
So Jack looks at you, Walter, and says, "Is this it? Did they? Zach touched it, didn't he? Zach touched the stone."
They're deliberating.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, here I made these. They're commemorative collectible cards of Stack. Hopefully, we can, as we start to lose our memories of him, we can look at the cards and remember what a cool guy was. Until eventually we're like, wonder who this guy on the card is. Zach the Deck? Is he an imaginary character? As he hands it to Grom, Grom starts tearing up, holding the card in his hand. The card's shaking as he looks at it. Like,
all right.
I don't want to forget. I don't want to have to forget him.
All right, Thor, let's go.
I'm proud of you, Stack.
All right.
This is character growth.
It's always character growth. It's always. It's always Stack had character growth moment here. Stack had a character growth moment there. It's never like, oh, look at the cool thing Stack did.
You have a lot of room for growth.
All right, as you come through the portal, Grob squeals, "Stack!" And he grabs onto you, your leg. He just hugs you. You feel his tears against your leg. Everyone thought that you were gonna touch it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Hey, Kelly, you're the last one left.
Oh well. I'll walk through the portal.
Oh, Kelly, you want to touch it? Yeah. I'll touch it. You touch it.
All right. All right. As you guys head back, take you back to your dashboard. Kelly, you're the last one to leave, so I will throw the hidden truth onto you, which you have restored through your efforts. Maybe you should be in the portal room, actually. Let's see.
The hidden truth sounds like my card anyway as an investigator.
Yeah, good point. Let's see. Where's the button I'm looking for? Ah, there we go. Okay. Change this out for... Alright, when you guys get back, you see that the darkness that was left behind has been spreading.
Oh, good God.
Jack, what the fuck is that?
Well, I didn't do anything with it.
You also see that Jeremy Daring is back to being a muscle wizard.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Back. Can he touch it? Like, is it like a goo?
Jack says, well, we can't touch it. I guess you could try to touch it if you want, but pretty sure we have lost the Great Mother and the beating.
What do you mean lost them?
I mean, I think the reconcilers did it from their end while you were dealing with the hidden truth. You know that is something that they do. They also try to adjust these timelines. It just happens that you guys have been doing a really good job with them.
Oh.
There's a bunch that, you know, they work on. I guess there was some overlap.
Okay.
Oh, this whole campaign feels pointless. Alright.
Why does it? Oh, hold on. First of all, when you say that out of character, it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. But I mean, like,
I guess I've only been here for a little bit of it, and I feel like all the work we just got done from the point I started, it's like, oh.
That's like it being in a sports game and saying that when the other team scores 2 points, the whole game is pointless. You know what I mean? There's a fuckload of cards, man. Like,
we can steal the ball back, you know? Like,
yeah, like if the other,
okay.
yeah, like there is another.
I thought it was really like once you're gone, they're gone type situation.
No, perpetually the two sides are like taking cards back and forth from each other, like a game of war, essentially.
Okay.
The goal is, of course, for someone to get all of the cards. Some of the cards are already claimed and held by people, and generally you can take it from them when you kill them. Some of the cards are tied to these broken timelines. Some of the cards have epitomized themselves and are loose in the multiverse and have to be tracked down, essentially. Yeah. So yeah. Like in this instance,
in this instance, at this moment, it was like, what the?
No. You've come in at a very rough time. You've come in at a very rough time because you came in right before the Battle of the Hero Court, where things were lost, and then you came in here where things like this is just things are starting to ramp up as there's less and less cards to find. The opposition is going to be sort of coming after similar cards, or the same cards, essentially. As they become scarcer and scarcer. Eventually, they will have to come for you guys and kill you and take your cards.
Just as we killed some of them and taken theirs.
Right. But eventually, for this to ever end, right? For this to ever end, like, there will have to be, like, this sort of, like, final showdown where everyone who has cards is killing everyone else who has cards so that one person can have all the cards, or one fellowship can have all the cards. So yeah, that's the situation. You guys did nothing wrong. This was like scripted. Like, of the 3 that were left, whichever one you chose, the other 2 were going to be taken by the other team. So like, you did nothing wrong. It's just a storytelling element.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to kind of like show that like things are moving faster now, and you know the opposition is still active and starting to sort of like get into Heisenberg's territory situation. So yeah. I don't want you guys to think that you guys did anything wrong.
All right, next question, Jack. Rom, what the fuck happened to the pool room? How's this thing still growing?
Okay, I do have answers for that. I think it'd be best if we discuss it in a safe location, like the map room, because it's really gross in here and it makes everybody uncomfortable. But I will tell you everything for real this time.
Collective eye roll.
Okay, I will try to tell you as much as I. You know what?
Just tell us. Let's go to the map room.
All right, we'll go to the map room. Go into the map room, and I'm gonna tell you guys the truth for real this time.
Before we do that, I see that Leah posted the question: what happened to the marriage? Was it destroyed, or is it in their possession, or in someone's possession?
Oh, great question. All right, Jack says yes. So it turns out that when the marriage was taken and inverted, then that it means that they have it on their side, and it has been corrupted.
cards that they have in their possession, whatever
Not
concepts or
necessarily.
whatever, are inverted.
They seem to have found a way to epitomize cards. And if they start epitomizing more cards, the cards that they epitomize will likely take on, like, the opposite effect of what they're supposed to have.
Gotcha.
Like, if they epitomize the Great Mother, then whatever relationship you have with your mother would be reversed. When he says that, Grom says, "No. No!" And he says, I know, buddy, I know. Everybody loves Grama, but if everybody starts not liking Grama, then we probably know what happened.
Lead the way.
Okay, map. We'll have snacks. It'll be fine. I hope. You guys also know that you and all of your variants now have a permanent boon. This boon is called Blessed Brew. So you should be able to search for it in items and add it to every single one of your characters. But what does it do? Whenever you imbibe a liquid consumable, you may activate this boon as a free action to add the effects of a Bravo Brew and or a Cadence Brew in addition to the original effects of the consumable. This is restricted by the level of the consumable. So a consumable level 1 to 8, which would also, I guess doesn't include water, because water would be level 0. Would be Cadence Brew. What Cadence Brew does is it lets you get a burp breath weapon. Not even lying. That's what it does. You get a burp breath weapon.
I'm interested, yes.
Yeah. And it just scales. It just scales with level. And then Bravo's Brew is fucking bananas because you get bonus to your will saves and a higher against fear. Any consumable level 9 to 14, you get Cadence Brew double or Bravo's Brew moderate, and then any consumable level 15 or higher, you get Cadence Brew triple. Which, by the way, the breath weapon has a DC 40 saving throw on that one. And Bravo's Brew greater. So all leveled liquid consumables can now have these one or both effects added to them.
Both. It can be both?
Yes. It says and or. So you could have both effects if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's once per day?
No, that's every time you drink.
I make a lot of things to drink.
I know. I mean, obviously, we're going to keep track of how many times you use it because you will start to get drunk, but, you know. So
Right.
there might be some clumsy and stupefied coming into play, but, you know, if you take too many of them in too
Sure.
short a time.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Back in the portal room.
Wait, so how
Jack.
do you get? I'm trying to drag it onto my character sheet.
It is an ability, so it'll show up on your
Oh.
abilities tab after you drag it on. Yeah, because it's a free action ability.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But I also put the potions that it simulates in there in case you needed to access them easy. But they're all linked from the blessing. And if you're
Awesome.
only after the Caden or the Bravo Brew effect, I put a shortcut to the effects there. So. Okay. So let's see. With everybody assembled here, let's see. Jack, take a seat. I guess. Seems too nervous to sit, but everybody kind of finds their place. All right. Also, Kelly, you could epitomize the hidden truth if you would like.
How does that work?
You just like close your eyes and are like, I believe in you. and then the card like epitomizes. So it either turns into a person, a place, many people. It manifests as something in the harrowed court.
You let it out of the
Oh.
Pokeball.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Oh shit. Okay. So as you are entering the map room, you feel this like, you know, like, oh, I can do this thing. And the hidden truth will pop out of its card, of its Pokeball, as some might call it. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on a second. There we go. Where's Kelly at? So I can make it
It's
pop
got
out.
my old
next to
picture
him.
here.
Where? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. We'll drag out a fresh Kelly then. All right. Okay. The hidden truth appears. It is an old man in magenta robes with gold trim. He clutches an ancient spell book. Looks like it weighs about 40 pounds. He has spectacles, round, perched on the bridge of his massive nose. He looks like a gnome, but like a human-sized gnome, which is to say, an old human man. The two caterpillars that are his eyes furrow, and he looks around, and he says, well, this is a fine library. Oh, it's you, my old friend, the paladin. Well, you seem different somehow. Oh, I see the truth of it now. You are not the paladin, but you are chosen by the paladin. And when he says that, Kelly, you feel something in your breast pocket.
I'll reach in.
It is the paladin card.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to
And
manifest
I'll
that
do,
one
yeah.
too?
Heck,
Okay.
I'll let the team sprout too. I got him.
All right. Let's see.
When we first got here, we got to unpack like 12 of them in one. It was grand.
Just ripping packs. Just ripping packs. Okay. As you rip the pack, the paladin appears. You hear a woman's voice. She says, there you are. I've been trying to reach you. Are you ready?
What exactly?
To fulfill your fate.
Oh. Wow. I guess.
With the epitomization of the paladin, a knighthood of paladins joins the trumpets in the defense of the Harrow Courts.
Well, wait.
Hey, listen, it ain't the last time this is gonna be needed, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Additionally, these paladins can teach the formulas for sturdy shields, holy weapon runes, and axiomatic weapon runes. I need you to know that the axiomatic runes, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Because they cause law damage. It almost and everything that you fought this campaign
Chaotic?
has had weakness to law damage. Well, you know, everything on the baddies team. So that's cool. The manifestation, or sorry, the epitomization of the hidden truth has a very, very interesting ability, and that is one question per PC per downtime period, takes an entire day. The GM determines the skill based on the question being asked. The DC for the skill check is dependent on how dangerous the answer is. So mundane to mighty secrets is a DC 30. God level truths is 35, and key campaign knowledge or cosmic level knowledge is 40 or higher. It is possible to ask too much of the hidden truth, and it is possible to receive information that will be damaging to your well-being, especially if you critically fail. But yeah, you just to ask him questions, and he will answer them.
That's pretty awesome.
The hidden truth looks over to Jack and says, I feel like you. You're ainted. He starts to like move in old man swiftness, which is not very swift towards Jack. And Jack kind of looks around like, tainted? What do you mean? He says, there's someone with you. Jack, you know the dangers of a card carrying cards? And he hits Jack upside the fucking head with his book, knocking Jack out of his chair to the ground. I knew you were a fool, but this. And then he reaches down. Does anybody stop him, or you just let this old man beat up Jack?
Well, I'm letting him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very curious where this is going.
He starts to, with strength belying his elderly frame, he starts to shake Jack. And then Jack says, I did what I thought I had to do! And he starts shaking him, and you see a card flutter out of his vest and land on the floor. Hold on just a second. Here it is. It is the liar. And he keeps shaking him. He says, Jack, you should know. Let them go. And he says, I can't. And then he shakes him even harder, and you see another card flutter out of his vest. It is the fool.
These guys,
And when he-
dude.
As that happens, you see Jack, his eyes kind of like flutter, and his body starts to like kind of spasm a little, and then his eyes start to glow with like a golden light, and he lets it in like just a shuddering breath, and you see golden tears like running down his face, and then the hidden truth drops him, and he just sort of quietly sobs on the floor. And the hidden truth stands up with a horrible cracking sound in his back, and he says, "Is anyone else carrying?" He looks around at all the other cards. "What about you? You've always been destined for trouble." The tyrant looks around, hurt, just hurt. They put their claws to their glowing stone on their chest like, me? And they say, "Watch your tone, old man. I have been nothing if not loyal to the Herald Court. I had no idea Jack carried such things on his person. It's disgusting. And also impossible, I thought. Though we all sensed there was something more to him. More than there should have been."
So is this like 3 kids stacked in a trench coat sort of situation?
Do you ask that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The hidden truth turns to you and says, "In a way, I suppose. It is the kobolds in a trench coat. Jack here is the vision. But it's likely when he was epitomized upon the death of that vile woman, Ajek, he grabbed the cards that were nearby and pocketed them. I don't think his intentions were malicious, but they have been warring for control ever since. You may have seen that some days he seems to know everything, and others he is as stupid as a newborn babe, and that he cannot seem to part with the truth very easily. I apologize to all of you fated that you have been led by one divided so terribly. He is a good boy, Jack. But he was in over his head. He didn't even know what was happening.
So, should we let these two out? I mean, I know the Fool and the Liar don't sound like necessarily good cards, but I'm sure they have their purpose.
I mean, the Tyrant doesn't sound like a good card, and he's out and about. Is he not?
Every card is both good and evil, unless it's not, in which case it is balanced. All things in the multiverse are balanced against each other and themselves. The Tyrant
as does a well-told and timed lie. The fool shines light on the truth through absurdity. Just as often, he brings devastation with his idiocy. Each of us great and terrible in our own way. Even the foul Rakshasa has worthiness within him.
From the floor, you guys hear Jack softly sobbing, and he says, I'm sorry. I didn't know who was there. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew the cards had to be kept safe. Once I had them, they had me.
Walter's gonna get up from the chair and walk over towards Jack and then kneel in front of him. Look him straight in his face. Alright, understandable. You didn't want those cards to be in the hands of the reconcilers.
I didn't know whose hands they would go into. I was only seconds old. I knew that the cards needed to be reunited. I didn't know everything yet. Snatched them up by instincts. I fought to tell you the truth. I really did. And if I might have led you astray a few times. But the one true thing I told you is this. The reconcilers, whether they know it or not, whether they believe it or not, they are servants of the void. The same with Raven. They think they can master the deck. They think that they can rewrite fates. But they will be betrayed.
Betrayed by what?
He smiles and says, by the betrayal, of course.
Card is playing them all.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like the Scorpion and the Fog problem.
Yeah.
So.
And it's also, before the fall, pride cometh or something. Essentially, Raven is convinced of her own cleverness and power, and that's sort of what the betrayal relies on. It's been manipulating her.
Two things. One, I'd like to make a sense motive on Jack.
Yeah, go for it.
For everything he's been talking about so far. this will use the owl. I will. Oh, that didn't do shit. Okay. I will burn hero point. The roll is at advantage.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. You see through all of him, and you feel like you are seeing him, and just him, for the first time. You play back all of your conversations with him, all your interactions with him, and the absurdity of him, the evasiveness of him, the occasional heart-wrenching truth of him kind of comes into focus. You eye the cards laying discarded near him. You see their mischievous faces looking up at you from the cards. And you know that once the hidden truth is revealed, is the truth. You know that Jack is filled with regret over what has happened and fear that he will never earn your trust back, if he even ever had it.
Okay.
And that unequivocally he believes in the righteousness and the purpose of restoring the deck.
Okay. Second part. With this conversation turning to Raven, Walter's gonna look at Loveless. You think all this checks out? You were kind of with him for a little bit.
Angelique, as she says, I've seen Raven playing with cards, but I never actually found out which ones she was carrying. But I will attest that she is the most arrogant woman I've ever met in my entire life. And she could spin a very pretty lie. And as a woman who used to spread very pretty lies to get support for some very bad ideas, yeah, that's how she cousins everyone in. That's how she's getting what she wants. She even had Droxelos believe in her lies. And he fancied himself the Prince of Lies, right? What I can't understand is why you all, no offense, but the unmatched were convinced that the only champions they could have were pulled from the same stock over and over and over again. You 5 buffoons. And your weirdo friends. I made the mistake of saying maybe if you had some competent people trying to do this, we'd be done already. That didn't go over too well. It seems they're a bit resentful of having to use you doofuses. Which means they have to use you. Which means he has to use you.
And I'm sorry, but maybe you all bested me. Almost every time. But it stings knowing that the universe seems to think that you're that important.
And Woodshop says,
Now, what Jack said, that it was an accident, and that fate just reached out and grabbed whatever was handy and whatever was close at the time. That's what he said.
and then the Hidden Truth says,
Or did he lie about something?
and Jack lets out a long sigh, and he says,
Yeah, I lied. Or she lied.
I lied because she lied. It's not an accident. And it has nothing to do with fucking Kosawana or the Cradle of Quartz. I made that up too.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
I mean, it seemed like the most reasonable explanation, you know? Like, you guys wouldn't have believed me if I said that you were just chosen by fate. I mean, it made more sense that there was a weird time paradox, you know?
Now, had you told me it was brought on by Sweep Up, I'd have believed you.
Well, that's a problem for another day. That's Walter's problem, actually.
Oh,
Here's the thing. I don't know why fate chose everyone, but if I had to guess, it's because Grom has the power to destroy the birthright of destruction. But he always chooses life. He always chooses creation. He always tries to find peace. Even in a world that doesn't trust him to do that. Bella was abandoned, denied her destiny, and still she went on to change everything. Zach,
Saying some nice things about me.
you thrive in defiance of the lie of your creation. A lot of people think that you are addicted to gambling, but I don't think that's true. I think you have an abundance of hope. Walter, you're a soul that survived a death worse than death. Now, a soul that survived death itself. Timeless, enduring. Kind of like Jericho.
doesn't think she's got a place here, but fate chose every single one of you for a reason. And if I had to guess what her reason is, he looks over at Jericho. Is she's willing to punch anyone and anything in the fucking face. And that's honestly not a trait shared by most people. So yeah, maybe on the surface, he looks over at Lovelace. The five of you do look like a bunch of goofballs, goobers, dorks, losers, wannabe main characters. But together? Together you have done incredible things. I mean, you cucked Strahd von Zarovich at his own wedding, you know? Like you... And you lived. You killed Frodo. But saved the timeline anyways. Time and again, you do the impossible. And every time you do, any doubts that I ever could have had that fate made the wrong choice, they're gone. There's no way it was an accident.
Alright. Granted, I do want to hit you in the face, but I think it's probably better to just ask where do we go from here.
I mean, do we let these two have people out? Do we steal these two? Do we leave them as cards on the floor here? Do we leave them?
I mean, we've minimized every other card so far.
All right. Yeah, he picks up the fool and pop. I don't know if there's a...
Before we epitomize the liar, Crash, I want to use my GM question for the session.
Okay.
Is Jack still lying to us?
He is not. You know this without any doubt. Since he had the liar card and the fool card shaken loose, he has spoken nothing but truth.
Okay, let's bring him back.
Pops out the fool card.
Okay. Let's see. Fool. I will throw the fool card onto your sheet. Alright. When you epitomize the fool, you can assign it to any point of interest on the lake. This indicates the approximate location of a tiny deserted island that measures no more than 20 feet in diameter. While most people don't believe the rumors of a vast pirate treasure hidden on the island, the more people explain that it's ridiculous, if only because there are no pirates in the Hero Court. The more convinced moments grow that there's a kernel of truth in the story. You could spend 8 hours searching this 20-foot diameter island, trying to find the hidden treasure.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a crafting skill challenge.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it uses 40k orc logic. You just manifest the treasure eventually through your own foolhardy belief. So that's what happens. Somewhere on the lake, an island with pirate treasure has appeared.
You'll get some booty.
If only we had a place to spend it.
Listen. There's not enough gold in this campaign for me to cast the high level
There is no
spell.
places. Don't you have a card that connects to any marketplace in the world? I thought you had that.
I know this fucking.
Didn't we just lose the market?
When you say that, he gets real quiet. Well, it's not my fault you didn't go shopping when you had the chance.
Oh wait. Also,
I'm
Mr.
saying-
Go ahead.
High level Pathfinder spells have like a base level cost of like 300 gold per cast.
Yeah, that they do.
Okay. Is anybody gonna try to go for the liar or?
Oh, give me. I had that one up there. 6. Mr. Rakshasa, you don't have any cards, do you? 'Cause, I know you're wearing my face on your face, so.
Do you want the Rakshasa card? I have that one.
As the as you approach the Rakshasa, he says, "I told you Jack was the liar."
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, for some reason, a lot of them are pretty wary of you too. So I just want to know if you had anything to
I
say.
know, isn't that terrible?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, a bit because you look like me, and so I want to be sympathetic. But if you didn't, I don't know if I'd feel that way.
The Hidden Truth says, "Everyone is wary. It was the Rakshasa who helped the Jericho variant kill the locksmith." And then you hear bum 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 from nowhere.
How what?
I'm sorry, run that by us again?
Everyone
Oh,
turns
wow.
and looks at the Rakshasa. The Rakshasa puts his claws to his sternum. And me? And then the Hidden Truth says, "You vile creature. Why did you do it?" And the Rakshasa says, "Because I am fascinated with what we are, what we're capable of. I wanted to see, could we die? I had tried to work on the locksmith for a while, because earlier editions had a streak of suicidal nihilism to them." And the Hidden Truth just stares at him. Jack, his mouth is hanging open, looking over at the Rakshasa. And the Rakshasa says, "And apparently, yes, we can will ourselves to unepitomize in the same way that we can epitomize without the help of the fated." There's a murmur that goes through all the cards in the room. And some of them say, "What does that mean? Jack, what does that mean?" And then the tyrant says, "Why are you asking Jack? He can't be trusted anymore. I should be the new leader." Everyone rolls their eyes.
Starscream should be the leader of something else.
So how did it go down? You just had. Did Jericho come to you with this idea?
No,
Or that variant of Jericho?
that variant of Jericho is seeking any way to be a problem. It seems to be a common trait among Jerichos. They are so empty and hollow inside. They're always looking for meaning. I simply told her a theory that I had, that no one had ever managed to accomplish it before. She took it the rest of the way.
friend Grom is now covered.
Yes, I had primed Grom for that very possibility. Because I thought that if someone you cared about was a card, you'd be less inclined to force us all to return to the deck and cease to exist. And when he smiles, you see he's got so many more teeth than Stack would have.
It was like hot
then-
and it went back to green.
And then Grom, he lets out a gasp. Grama lets out a gasp. Midara, the midwife, lets out a gasp. And the hidden truth just shakes his head. And Jack looks at him and says, "You did this? You manipulated the fated?" And he said, "Why not? Everyone else does."
Yes. All right. So you did you learn what you wanted to learn?
Yeah.
You did the thing. All right.
And I got what I wanted. I think you'll think twice about letting the deck fall into the hands of the void. And I think you'll think even harder about doing what Jack wants. And stuffing us all back in a fucking box.
I mean, if you knew, why didn't you guys tell me? I mean, we hung out. We were work buddies.
Up until recently, you were pathetic. It's only now that I have a smallest amount of respect for your potential.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, aren't you just a bag of dicks?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, don't be
The
too
paladin
mean.
whispers to you, Kelly. He is the epitome of lawful evil.
Alright. Well, since we're laying everything out on the table, may as well. Walter will
Wow.
test the liar and epitomize it.
Oh, okay. I'll throw the liar onto your sheet.
Definitely not
The
gonna
liar, by the way, is chaotic evil. The liar represents obsession or treacherous love. As long as you have the liar invested, you get a +2 item bonus to deception checks to lie. This increases to +13 if you're level 17, or +3 item level if you're at least 17th level. If the implausibility of your lies prompts a circumstance penalty that your deception checks or an increase to your deception DC, you have whatever penalty the GM tries to give you. Incredible. So when you epitomize this card, the liar appears, and the liar takes the form of all-seeing Hajek.
The snake lady.
She looks around and she says, I'm alive. But where am I? Is this the Herald Realm? Is Asteron here?
No, this is the Herald.
She looks over and sees the tyrant. She just begins screaming. Oh no! Oh no! You see Jack look at her, and his face is pained. Watching her. No, no. Not like this.
This
hidden
isn't the
truth.
Harrow realm. This is a Harrow court.
Harrow Court. Hidden truth looks at you, Walter. And he says, "Behold, all-seeing Hajek, once a slave to one of the many decks of fate, manipulated and forced into servitude by the tyrant's predecessor, her lies were so sweet, so frequent, and so easily given, that no amount of repentance or escape could save her from the fate that waited for her. Behold, the liar." And you hear, "Bum, bum," as he reveals another hidden truth. All-seeing Hajek begins to sob. She wraps herself in her coils. It just is pitiful.
I hate to do it, but sense motive.
Okay.
Not the racially profiled, but they are reptiles. So it's a crocodile tears that I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Don't have 23. So.
Okay. Yeah. She hasn't told any lies, and she is definitely afraid of someone called Zassaron, who apparently maybe is a dragon, and she also is really upset about her situation, which is she seems to know enough about Harrow lore to know that she ended up in Grom's situation, but didn't volunteer for it.
She was forced into it.
Correct.
Walter sees that her card is within his deck. He's not going to attune to it. He's just going to take it and place it on the table.
Okay.
So I'm taking it out of my inventory.
They're gonna put a party stash.
Yeah. What do you last remember? Do you recognize any of us? This is towards Hajek.
You were at the Crows. I thought you were working for Nicoletta. That Raven Nicoletta. She had been asking around the city about the cards. She had been asking me about the cards. Questions that no one should know to ask.
What kind of questions?
She asked about... She asked if I still knew how to get to the Harrowed Realm. She asked if I knew about the Deck of Destiny. She asked if I still had the deck of Harrowed Tales. She asked a lot of things. I got scared.
I was planning to leave and hide. I didn't know where to go.
So we met you at the Crows, and then we went to follow you back to, I guess, your game shop. But then when we got there, you were dead.
Yes. Demons. Demons came. I was alone. I wasn't strong enough to fight them off. I only had 3 of the cards on me. The liar, the fool, and the vision. I had tried to avoid gathering any more. I worried the more I had, it would be like a beacon to whoever else was seeking them out.
So that's why we got that strange feeling when we were seeing you.
And I got the same feeling from you. That's why I thought that you were working for her. That you were trying... that you were going to. Maybe if I had... No. There's nothing I could have done. This was my fate. All along. She just has this sort of miserable look on her face. I wasn't always like this. She kind of motions it like her snake body. I was a Varisian woman once. Human. I was cursed with this form. For the treachery that I committed over and over again. I used to send people to a place called the Harrowed Realm, promising them adventure, fortune, etc. But I was just serving them on a platter to my master, Zassaron, the tyrant. That was until one day something went wrong with the ritual. And the deck I used to send people in got sucked in as well. I went into hiding. But when Zassaron fell, I think is when the curse began. A reminder that even though I was free of his influence and the deck, I would never be free of my own treachery.
Sounds tragic.
Hey, James, do you have any alcohol in this place? Hey, okay, any drink?
The Hidden Truth says, Walter Enos asked for alcohol. But he had already been blessed by Caden Kalian to never need ask for such a thing again.
This is gonna happen every time you talk, man.
Only when I reveal a hidden truth.
I don't even know if that.
Check your water bottle.
I don't carry a wineskin with me.
James approaches and he goes to pour you some tea, but it's alcohol.
Becomes a Long Island iced tea automatically.
This is the best boon ever.
Wait, hold on.
James says, well, I am concerned about dehydration, madam.
Walter takes out his water skin and takes a sip from it.
It's vodka.
God damn it.
It's fine. Who needs water? I don't touch stuff. Fish fucking it.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
One man boon is another man's curse.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to up my tolerance.
Listen. With the hidden truth as my witness, Jack says, I will answer every question you ask truthfully, within the best of my ability. No spoilers are off the table. If I know and you ask, I will tell you. And if I don't, well, get ready to hear ba ba ba. And he scowls at the hidden truth, who nods at him sagely.
I'm gonna turn to the hidden truth and say, hidden truth, what is the question that needs to be asked?
Only you would know the answer to that question.
Ah, darn. Hoping I found a workaround. Alright.
He puts a fingy against his bulbous nose, and there's a twinkle in his eye, like, I was made for this, son.
You're gonna have to wake up real early in the morning to put it over on me.
And the hidden truth says,
I work up at 8.
I did not offer to answer your questions. Jack did. But if it makes you feel better, I will stay and listen. And I will tell you if he has hidden any truth from you.
Okay. Brooding question. What do you think our best next action would be in order to regain our footing in this battle?
Jack says, "Oh, easy, got that one." So we figured out how the Prince of Wolves got in. By the way, the Prince of Wolves was a hero card that went missing a long time ago.
Like, it's supposed to be part of the deck, or is it?
Correct. At least 5 cards have gone missing from the deck since the dawn of creation. I don't know. That was a trivia. That was a trivia fact. I just want to throw that in there. But
So-
to answer your question though, without causing more questions, he is using his knowledge of the hero to access somebody's harrowed realm. She says, "It's not mine, but belonged to a woman named Sonneray." Yes. Okay, so he's accessing this through there because it's planar physics, okay? So the harrowed realm is the predecessor to our harrowed cord. See, I made the harrowed cord out of instinct, but there was already someone that did something similar before, and that's why I got kind of salty when people tried to bring it up, because I did a better job, obviously. And I'm not a weirdo like Sonneray. I'm like, it wasn't weird to make the Herald Court. We needed a base of operations, and it was kind of empty. So it wasn't weird to make people that lived here, because I wanted you guys to feel comfortable. and it's I didn't do what Sonore did, so. Anyways.
What did she do?
So this lady named Sonore, she was a powerful wizard. She fell in love with the hero, the myth, the legend, the stories. I'm talking like super fangirl all the way. She loved it so much that once she got powerful enough as a wizard that she could create her own demi-plane, she did. She made her own demi-plane and themed it around the hero. And then she basically made it an amusement park for one. And all of the hero cards got she made puppets, giant life-size puppets of all the hero card creatures, and then she set them about living their stories.
Oh, so she manifested you all into existence.
Whoa, don't say you all. We're not a part of the Herald realm. It's just a Herald Corp. We're from a different deck. That's probably another thing that you are going to want to ask about. Are there more decks than just the deck of Destiny? The answer is yes. This was made from a different deck entirely. I think Hajek maybe mentioned that deck earlier.
Deck of lots of stuff.
Yeah,
Tales.
So
The deck of Herald Tales is not as good as the deck of Destiny. That's important that you understand. This is like the beta version.
And we've heard of a deck of many things. Where's that?
Okay, so that's from Chaos. That's the opposite of like the deck of Destiny. The deck of Destiny is rules and law and order and structure, and the deck of many things is disorder.
And
The
what
deck
about
of
the guy
Herald.
named-
Yeah.
What about the guy named Manny who has the deck of things?
Oh, so Manny's just a real great guy trying his best.
Okay.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
I've heard of a deck of many things.
Yes, so that is another deck. Yes, deck of many things. It's just full of small stuff. It's very cute. The mini Tarask is probably my favorite one in the deck.
Okay, so there's various decks that are magical that range from miniature creatures all the way to changing fate and reality.
Yes, and they're all made by the same three ladies. The Harrowing Three.
And they are?
They are fate itself. I guess the physical manifestation of fate.
And are we to meet them?
You have to ask them nicely.
You will eventually have to meet them, yes.
And are we now trying to assemble all of the decks or still just the deck of Destiny?
No, bro, he makes a face like he can't believe that you fucking asked such a dirty question. He's like, no, the deck of Destiny is the only deck that counts. The other, those other decks don't get. No one cares.
It's not like an Infinity Stones sort of situation.
I mean, it is.
Not
In
with
so
the
much as all the cards in the deck of Destiny are Infinity Stones.
Correct.
And how many cards? Can we get
I see you made good use of the theater before we lost it.
He's right. No, the theater's right there.
The theater's like, yes, but my theater was destroyed. Oh.
Well, can we get like a
And I blame
bingo?
you. You were in the fight, Stack, and you just didn't do anything. He runs away like a girl in a Japanese video game. You know, with like the arms flapping like little chicken wings as he runs. Yeah.
Off stage left.
Is there possibly a card that could help rebuild all that stuff?
Maybe
Jack
like
says, yeah. I mean, we could rebuild it, but it just, it wouldn't be magical. But I mean, I could rebuild it.
maybe like a bingo card, like so we can like mark off what we have and don't have.
Oh, you want like a... Oh, you want like a card list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can get you that. Yeah, I can get you a card list. That's a pretty good idea. Then we could write down who has what cards.
Well, it's not just that. It's trying to understand what's the card total for this deck Destiny and which side currently.
Oh, it's a
has
standard hero deck. The 5 cards that got cut from the deck, I mean, that's their business. They're not affiliated with us anymore. And that includes the Yellow Prophet, who you met at the basketball game.
Wait, say the who what?
You remember Fate's Prophet, Hot Succubus Girl? I lied to you
Yeah.
and said that she was like
The
me,
other half.
but my
Just
other
a
half.
different card.
She's
like a card
she's
that
one of
we
the missing cards. So she
Yeah.
operates like outside of Fate essentially.
So yeah, we're gonna need a list. We're gonna need like an organization chart, maybe. I don't know.
Right,
Something.
but it seemed like that lady was on the Reclaimer side, or whatever.
Well, yeah, because I mean the cards that got removed from the deck, I mean they've gone crazy because they're outside of Fate. So the only thing that waits outside of Fate is the Void.
Okay, so that's I guess what Stack and I are kind of asking.
You hear the hidden truth say, Jack believed what he said, but perhaps it wasn't true. Is there something that can exist between Fate and the Void? Only the fated can find that answer.
Next time on Stolen Fate.
And that's where we'll stop for the week.
Thank you.
You guys could queue up as many questions as you want between now and next week. They will rapid fire answer them for you. Now that you have freed Jack from the fool and the liar. I hope
Saying we just had to beat him up.
Jack's behavior makes a
It
little
is-
bit more sense after all this.
Yeah.
We just
that
had to
explains
bully
a lot.
him. We
were
just had to let
right.
an old man bully him. That's all.
But imagine if you had chosen a different card instead of the hidden truth. You wouldn't have all these hidden truths being dropped.
That's good.
But I
He's
mean,
using 2 cards
But
for it.
the great mother would have done the same thing. She would have slapped him around and been like, "What's
Okay.
wrong with you?" Yeah. And the beating would have literally beat him. So you would have gotten the same result either way. But
Ah, damn it. Probably would have seemed like that one better.
The card manifests, and it's just that one JoJo meme or whatever, where they're just all beating up the guy and drinking wine. I think it's JoJo.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
a hole in his ass.
I mean, please freely discuss among yourselves all week what fucking questions you have, because you are now at a point where you could just fucking crack this thing wide open. Also, where Jack thinks you should go next is basically back into the first edition adventure, The Harrowing, which is kind of hilarious because I just got done playing that adventure and Cryptic Muffin was the one running it. Though they assure me that they got no spoilers for Stolen Fate, I was not able to give them the same assurance that I didn't already know everything that was going on in the Harrowing. But I feel like I did a good job as a player who kind of knew everything that was going on, but I didn't tell anyone that I knew what was going on. But I really wanted to play it myself because it was a very cool adventure. But anyways, yeah, you're literally going to be going into that adventure to backtrack the Prince of Wolves to his hideout.
Just so I understand, that game was designed to be a prequel to this game.
Well, it wasn't designed to be a
was
prequel. It literally is the prequel to this game.
Right.
So
Right,
this
but
game-
that was also a 1E adventure, so I guess they
That
had
was-
planned that this would.
That was a single book 1E adventure. And so they built this 3-book late game adventure based off of a single book adventure from Pathfinder 1.
But the intention was for us, in theory, you would play Harrowing and then you would play Stolen Fate, and like, but you would play Stolen Fate. And end up back
here's the
if I remember correctly,
here's
the
the
players.
problem with these Paizo guys. Okay, they assume that everyone who loves Pathfinder has either played or read every single adventure that they've ever written, and so much of like book 1 and a lot of the material I cut from like book 2 was just Easter eggs about the first edition adventure.
Yeah.
The same thing happens with Seven Dunes for Sandpoint. Like, if you haven't played Rune Lords, there's like so much shit that just doesn't make any sense because they're like, the Rune Lords, am I right? It's like, oh, okay. No one knows who any of these people are, but thanks. Exactly. Wild Beyond the Witchlight did it too. They did the Dungeons and Dragons TV show from like the 80s or whatever. That was like the big Easter egg for that whole thing. There was all these Easter eggs that, unless you had been playing D&D in like the 80s, you had no idea what was going on. I had to constantly stop the game, like explain all the references as they were coming along. It was weird. But yeah, it happens sometimes. That's why I took a lot of opportunities to kind of like fill in like just fun like multiverse like timeline shit. A lot of which was based on the survey you guys filled out, so that it would be like, our own Easter eggs, essentially, except for Leah, who apparently has never done anything fun in their life.
Allergic to fun.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, but no Space Jam, no Pokemon, no Legend of Zelda. I worry about you. I worry about you a lot.
I was poor.
Aw. Now I feel bad about worrying about you. But anyways,
if you ask them about a book, they'll be able to rattle that shit off.
You got a book, dude. You gotta let me know.
I will tell you this, that it's very interesting that like they have the Hero Court, and the Hero Court very much feels like, the better version of like the Harrowed realm. Like, we ironed out all the bugs, everything's like, got high quality graphics, you know what I mean? Like this is like the real thing, because the lore in Golarion is that there was a world before Golarion that they call the First World, where the gods practiced being gods and making the world, and they were like, okay, let's start over. And then they just left. Yep, they just left the First World. They were like, fuck these guys, and then they built Golarion. Exactly. And then they didn't delete their save file, so the First World's still there. And some people, the First World, still remember the gods leaving them, and they're not happy about it. And so there's kind of that parallel here, right? Where like a Harrowed realm was created, and then with a deck, right? And then a better deck came along, and then that deck was used to make a better version of the Harrowed realm. So I kind of like the parallels there. But you guys are at a point now. God, my throat is so dry. You guys are at a point in the adventure where it really starts to just kind of like crack open, like, what is going on? What have we been doing? What are we supposed to be doing? What can we do? Why? All that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. Please come next week with as many questions as you can think of. And I will try to answer them to the best of my ability.
I have a question.
I'm sorry, you have to wait till next week. You have to wait till next week. So.
Well, I guess, not to give the DM more homework, but could we get that list of, which cards are where, with Team Fated or Team Reclaimers?
Yep. How I sort it in the world is I actually have the items of the cards in my items tab, and then I have folders, and the folders tell me like which factions have the cards or whatever. But yeah, I'll get you guys a card list for next week, and then I'll also add the 3 new cards to your downtime activities. Right,
that's all I had.
All right. If it's a quick question that wouldn't be in character in game, I can answer. What was the question?
No, it's always a joke. It's okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was making a funny meme.
Oh, okay. Because if you actually had a question that I could answer
No.
now. All right, that's cool. Yeah, but come up with as many questions as you want, as many questions as you need. When you're done with those questions, I guess you guys would be hopping into the Herald realm.
How are we
if you-
getting there?
How are you getting there?
Yeah.
Jumping
Teleport.
through the goop.
I mean,
A
I don't want
goop?
to give you too many spoilers, but
Oh, that's really good.
this is how.
So good.
She's pretty good at sending people to the Herald realm.
Ah, true.
How
It's not the
convenient! How convenient that she showed up just in time to
The
send you
guide
guys
is
to this
into
place.
the Hero realm. Wow.
It's incredible. Yeah. So, cool.
So you can give us the personal tour.
Yeah. And as far as like how much of this is like the raw adventure versus how much of this is homebrewed, obviously all of the weird side quests were homebrew, but all they did was just slot into random side quests that they had in the adventure. Like all I did was just swap out like pop culture or character specific or community specific or questionnaire specific crap for their stuff that was like, go to this random jungle, the card appeared here for some reason, get it, like go to this random mountain, there's a card here. So all I did was just swap those out. For the most part, other than shuffling a little bit of the order, you guys have been progressing through the storyline as presented. The difference is Jack wasn't there. Hajek dies, and then she doesn't come back until roughly this part of book 2. So I just threw Jack in there, just kind of like
As a narrative device.
as a narrative device, yeah. So, all right. Hope you guys have a good week. We'll continue this next week. DirtCon coming up first weekend of May, which is pretty close because it's already March. We should be getting that information posted ASAP. I think Haley was taking lead on it, but she's also super busy right now. So I'm gonna talk to everybody to see what's the plan, and then we'll try to get that information out to everybody as quickly as possible. Yeah, anybody have any other announcements before we adjourn? No? Good?
Nothing here.
I'm good.
All right. In that case, hope everybody has a great night, great week. We'll continue next week.
Running.